Oh yeah, race fans! Next Gen Broadcasting coming in live, loud and hot tonight, folks. And we'd like to welcome you in live from Pismo Beach, California. Next Gen gonna be getting it done tonight, and we're gonna be bringing it to you. And we're gonna bring it to you loud, and we're gonna do it loud style with front row iRacing tonight at Nashville Super Speedway. Bringing a little something different into the mix today. And of course, welcoming us back. It's been a minute, but we're gonna be bringing it to you hot, and we're doing that with Blaze Pizza. All this tonight brought to you by Blaze Pizza, of course. Make sure you look for them at the closest place near you. Wood-fired, everything delicious and amazing. So make sure you check them out. Proud sponsor of Front Row iRacing and Next Gen Broadcasting. Now we got one heck of a race going on tonight. We've been away for for a minute now, and everybody is now kind of settling into Front Row iRacing. The drivers really got their program squared away and dialed. And, man, I'm excited to see this action tonight. And, of course, it's great to be back. So let's grab a quick seat here and see if we can dial up Tom here and see what our Gunny Sarge in charge has in store for us tonight here at this Nashville Super Speedway. Let's see if we got him right here. Tom, you got a copy?
Going on, Chris? I got a copy.
All right, my man. That's what I am looking forward to tonight, dude. Having you up here in this booth and giving us a quick skinny, giving us the rundown of what we're expecting tonight, man. So hit us at it. What's we got Nashville?
Yeah, so we got Nashville Super Speedway tonight. It's a little 1.3-mile concrete oval. Place is a little tricky. I'm looking to see a lot of guys later in the run that Kyle Larson line right up there against that wall, save some tire. Um, watching practice, there's definitely some different lines in practice.
Is
It's
tire
going to
wear
be a
going to be
good
crucial
race.
tonight?
Tire wear is definitely going to be crucial tonight. Keeping that right front on the car, it's going to be real easy to burn it off. You run that bottom, you're going to burn off that right front real quick, and then you're going to be in trouble.
What's our banking here?
We have 14 degrees of banking all the way around.
Okay.
There is no progressive banking, so you know drivers got to keep that in mind.
That's that's fighter jet style right there, baby. Throw that thing in there. Let's go, man. Drop the hammer.
Exactly.
I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Well, let's look at this track real quick. I did pull up a little something for us to kind of go over and see what the FRI drivers are up against tonight. So again, this is going to be a challenging track and a good course here, I think, to really showcase these guys and their skills and what they have to offer. So here we go. Woo! Nashville Super Speedway, getting it done and getting it done loud. Front row iRacing, NEXTGEN bringing it to you on YouTube. Proud sponsor. There we got Blaze Pizza right here up on deck. And man, look at this room to race right here. Very stoked and excited for this one. Possible 2 and 3 wide here all day long. All right, so here we go. Crossing the start, checking right now. We're going to go ahead and steal a Toyota Camry for tonight. Diving into one right here. You're going to see this guy keeping it down on the bottom. But as you did note, we had the Gunny Stars in charge note that the high line is probably going to be the one that prevails at the end. But we're going to look to see as we see him now trying to get his groove on, going into 3 and 4 now. Again, right there on that bottom, keeping it tough. You see him let it ride for a minute, let it coast to the turn. Getting back in it pretty aggressively. Now driving it back down. Apex again. Car start finish line. Taking for one more lap. Again back into 1 and 2. Listen to him lift. Now rolls back into that throttle. Comes out. Woo-hoo-hoo. Wiggling that wheel a little bit. Getting some grip. Flying down the backstretch. Again diving into 3 and 4. Wrapping around that bottom. Trying to set this car. Set it up nicely. I gotta watch this corner exit right here because that wall come up in a jiffy and it's gonna come up quick on you. So man, this is gonna be again a pretty good track here, Tom. What are you thinking, man?
I'm really, really excited. I think tonight's gonna be a really good race, and these drivers are ready to put on a hell of a show.
Oh, I can't wait to see it, man. So folks, we got it going on tonight. These guys are going to be dropping in to qualifying here. Actually, when are we looking at qualifying, Tom?
Drivers are currently in qualifying now. We got about a minute.
Oh, Roger, all of that. So basically, folks, we have our national anthem coming up here in just a moment. But again, I want to take a quick moment to thank everybody for tuning in tonight to NEXTGEN Broadcast and Front Row iRacing, really dialing in their program right now. And hopefully we're going to see one heck of a show. We got a little bit smaller of a field, so it's going to really fall a lot onto those drivers' shoulders. Who's going to be able to hit those marks time in and time out? And oh yeah, speaking of which, I almost forgot. Tom, so we got a little around the track race format here. Let's go ahead and go over that. Okay, here we are. So we're looking at our stage 1, 2, and 3 for our stages tonight, Tom, and we have 50, 60, and 90. Give us your feeling about that.
Yeah. So again, we got 50 laps for stage 1. Be able to make that on fuel and tires. So stage 2, you're going to be about 3 laps short of fuel to make it on all stage 2. So look for some green flag pit stops. And again, stage 3, you're gonna have to make a green flag pit stop as well. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing some strategy and what drivers have in store tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially, and they have the fast repair. So if some kind of major mishap does happen, they have the opportunity and still the ability to get back into this thing and come out, with the chance, if you got a good program, a good car, to take it down at the end. So yeah, very excited about that one, bud. I think it's going to be, like I said, a really good race when it comes to showing off these drivers and what they can get done here. It races as a small track. It's still, that's a small track, but races more like a big ones. So again, a lot of fun here that I think we're gonna have tonight. And again, all this brought to you by Blaze Pizza. We got Greg on board. He's gonna be decking us out tonight, and with hopefully some good racing. So we'll be showcasing him. All right, folks. So we're gonna go ahead and drop on over to our national anthem. Got a good one for us. It's Nashville. Come on, we got to style this thing out, right? So hopefully y'all enjoy this one. I'm going to go ahead and get up for my salute, and folks, we'll be tuning back into the race in just a few moments to drop off the start of tonight's awesome challenge with these guys at Nashville.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's regular the balls bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
And now he's here to say the most famous words in motorsports. Please welcome multi-platinum, ACM, CMA, CMT, and Billboard Music Award-winning country music superstar, Luke Combs. Nashville! Y'all ready, baby? Driver, start your engine! Go ahead, fire it up.
All right, race fans, here we go. Fire them up, front row iRacing.
All right, drivers, fire them up.
And we got the volume up. We got everything cranking right now. Cars are revved. Heating these jokers up, and we are about ready to drop the green flag on this guy. Okay, let's go ahead and make sure we get everything up and running here, folks. Just checking some systems. Bear with me for just a moment. All right, let's go ahead and show who started where today and what we have to look forward to. All right, starting up on that pole position here, we got Joshua Sexton. Now, he's been Five Kings Motorsports, and these guys have been a dominating factor throughout this beginning inaugural season for Front Row iRacing. Followed in that second position is Tyler Hammond. And we got Tim rolling right there head-to-head also. Tyler's been up there doing himself a good job. Third spot, we got my man Disco, Noel Holmberg. Blaze Motorsports right there in that 45. Make sure you look for him in that third position. You got him practice on yesterday, and it looked like it worked. We got Tanner in the number 4 car in the 4th position, kind of mirroring himself today. Very good stuff. 5 Kings Motorsports again. So we're going to be seeing these guys. These guys have been putting on quite the battle when it comes to these guys and dominating factors. So we're going to see if they can take them down today, and that's what we're hoping. So we got in the 5th position, Brandon Rutt, 4th. Where Flyer is right here, baby. He's in that P5 right there, P6. Andrew, and he's Misfits Motorsports. He's going to show these guys what a misfit really looks like here at Nashville as he's going to tackle this thing. All right, so we got in that 7th position, Frank Barbie. Frank Barbie in that 29 machine. Go ahead and look for him. 5 Kings Motorsports as well, going to be turning it up. We got Mr. Michael Wood, a.k.a. Busta. He's going to throw some Busta out here on this track with Front Row iRacing, and he's in that Blaze Motorsports right now, so he's going to be in that 8th position. And we got Tyler Ferguson, the other Tyler, in that 9th position. Look for him in that 08. Mr. Greg McClendon, and that's Mr. Blaze Motorsports himself, sitting back here in that 12th position, right along with our Gunny Sarge in charge, Tom Freitas in that 32. So look for the 40 and the 32 to make their way on through and up to the front here as we are about ready to launch this thing for tonight's race. So we'd like to welcome everybody in. And, man, I think it's going to be one heck of a show. I mean, it's a fun track right here. Lots of banking. So lots of abilities to race and run here. All right. Let's go and get some folks. Let's see, what do we got for our lap time there? Or let's see, oh, Gunny's in this thing. I want to make sure he's good to go here. Oh, and we are getting ready to drop this thing. So let's go ahead, sound it up a little bit here. Yeah, let's ladder up, man. We got 51 out of here. We got the 50 sitting to charge, large in charge. Look for that man Disco in that 45. He got himself a pretty cool looking machine out there. We got 4 of Tanner. He's sitting outside. So these guys got a chance to lead off these boys and get them started off nicely. All right, as we getting ready to drop the hammer. Light the fires, kick the tires. It's on, Big Daddy. Green. Woo! And that was one heck of a start right off the bat. We got a launch by the 51. 51 going to go ahead and sail, or try to set sail real quick, try to get away from these boys. As let's go ahead and see if we could muster up a little bit of this action. So far, 51 still getting it done, but it does look like we got ourselves a little bit of a battle here. Starting to heat up for that 3rd, 4th, and 5th positions here. Look at the 48 underneath. And looking at Tanner here in that 4-car. 4-car getting a run on the 21. He looking low. We going to try to get him done.
Sorry, guys. I hope nobody wrecked.
All right, Sexton still in charge here. We got the 50 of Hamlin. And Marr in the 2nd and 3rd position. Starting to string out just a little bit. But everyone's starting, just getting a feel for their cars, get some tire pressure built up. Look, we have a little bit of a battle happening for that 3rd and 4th position here. As we see the 21 of Rutt trying to challenge the 4-car of Marr. 21 looking low, and the 4 is also protecting the bottom right now as rotating through the center. Launching off and out of 4 here, coming across the start checkered. Not bad. So pretty good run. Everyone's up and squared away here. Nothing too terribly wrong at this moment here. So again, everyone's just kind of setting their pace. We're dropping it back a little bit further here. Got Greg and his stylish Blaze Motorsports rig out here. Looking at him go fast right now. Trying to make his charge get settled in. Oh, there it is. Hey, nice. All right, let's check back y'all up in with the leaders here. Looking for some, looking high, looking low, looking for some of that fast racing stuff. Got the 21 still. Trying to iron out in that 4th position. Possible challenge coming from him. Okay, now it's all about that you know, again, we're seeing the bottom line taking its roll in right now. The 48 got himself one heck of a run, looking low underneath the 21. Got himself a line and a bead. He's going to hold that bottom pretty tough, but as he does that, we have Wood in the 99. Look like he's going to sneak a peek and possibly look for a little bit of a 3 wide action. Not quite yet, but we're going to go side by side again. 21 falling back just ever so slightly. He may be saving some tires. It might have heated him up a little bit too much off the start. You're going to maintain those things throughout this run. It's a 50-lap run on the stage 1. You got 60 and then a 90. So we got a full fuel run on these guys right now. Looks like the 99 is moving forward. The 29 of Barbre is also on the hunt and the charge. As you find him in that 6th position, let's go check back in with the leaders. 51 of Sexton. Sexton now styling it out here, setting some sails and taking off just a little bit. But Hamlin tracking hot and coming in a little close on him as he's starting to sniff that draft just ever so slightly, getting himself a little bit of a run. These looks like the 51 of Sexton maybe blowing up and slowing up just a little bit. Let's go ahead and check out that battle box to see, you know, what is our time difference between two. So we have less than half a second, the 0.43, and kind of stabilized right now between Tyler and Joshua. We got another 2.5 seconds back to the 4 car of Tanner in that 3rd position. Andrew's chilling it in the 4th position, and again sitting about the same pace. So we got that group just kind of maintaining right now. All right, let's drop it back to these boys, and just as we do that here, 48 looking on the bottom, and Tanner's on the high right now. But as was mentioned, that high line, it might take effect, or supposed to take effect. Might need a little bit more grip up there, some rubber built up, or as these cars, you know, start to wear and tear on those tires, might see them start to maneuver up. See the 4 car of Tanner utilizing that high line, but not to any kind of prevail at the moment. The 48 now launching out of 2. The 4 car gonna go ahead and answer back and come underneath them, grabbing a hold of the bottom right here. Gonna hook it, get this car to set. 48 outside, and the 99 is gonna come on with him. The 99 Mr. Wood here. That's AKA Buster. Gonna try to show him what a real Buster does out here. And we're not talking the Fast and Furious Buster. We're talking the Go Fast Buster. Here he is, looking low still. No, nope. 48 coming back high. The high line is now starting to get up that momentum and, you know, having that extra horsepower. 4 car diving it in. Oh, contact right there. 48 up. Oh man, 48 into the wall.
Yellow flag.
Caution now. Woo! Well, we don't really quite have to go back to the replay to see that one. We just happen to be on it for it. But let's rewind it one more time. Woo! See a little bit of conversation there going on, and the boys just kind of giving a quick chat on and seeing what we have happening out here on track. All right, so we are under caution. Let's go ahead and I'm not up yet. So, all right, folks, so we're going to go ahead and take a quick break. Let these guys cycle back around, see what kind of fuel strategy, or tire strategy, I'm sorry, we might be playing on this one. Or if any at all. Be back here in just a moment. Leaving on a little bit of a full send from NEXTGEN.
Thomas, you seem particularly triggered right now. Can you tell me what happened?
I've had dreams that weren't just dreams.
Am I crazy? We don't use that word in here.
Have we met?
One pill makes you larger and one pill makes you small. And the ones that mother gives you don't do anything at all. Go ask Alice when she's 10 feet tall.
Time to fly.
If you want the truth, Neo, you're going to have to follow me.
The only thing that matters to you is still here. I know it's why you're still fighting and why you will never give up. You don't know me, no?
After all these years, to be going back to where it all started. Back to the Matrix.
Green, green, green.
All right, folks, we are back and green all kinds. Had a little bit of a caution there, a little mishap, a little contact between a couple of the cars in the top 5 right there, but we are up at Adam again, 51, still Larson in charge, Mr. Sexton in that 51. Joshua going to go ahead and get a good launch right there, but the 4 car of Tanner Marr, Mr. Marr right there on his bumper this time, going to try to stick there and stick with him. 50 of Hamlin right there on his 6, and we're going to see what is going to be able to go down here. Field starting to spread apart just a little bit. They're going to side-by-side action. 2 lanes forming up behind them. Still looking good up front here. We got possible challenge for the lead ensuing. But we also have a battle between the 4th and 5th positions, possibly more, right behind them. Battle right now, almost tight. It looks like the 4 car of Marr really getting a good head of steam there and a run. But let's drop back just a little bit to Mr. Wood in that number 6 car, a.k.a. Buster. He's starting to move his way a little bit more forward here, find him in that 6th position. Nice little wad of cars there, but everyone's making it through. Look at this, Mr. Tom Friedis in that good-looking 32 on the outside, getting that Chevy up and dialed, but he bringing some company. As you see Greg, Mr. Blaze himself right there on the bottom. Battle between the two. Now, these are both Blaze Motorsports guys right here, where they show any kind of quarter, or they're going to go after. They're going to go after Tom on the bottom, making a pass and getting it to stick as he's moving forward again here. Look as if he may have a little bit of company. Is it too much company? Oh, we got sideways action and car around. I believe that was my man Greg, and oh man, it was my man Greg. Let's go ahead and rewind that real quick if that was any contact, or if that was, ooh, that might have been a little bit of contact by the 48. Possibility. We kind of missed that one. Let's see if we can rewind that. No, ain't gonna happen. Wow. All right, so he got that one. Let's bring it on back here. Come on back. Give us one moment here, folks, as we are just not sure what. Oh, there it is. Bring it back here. There it is. Okay. So Greg, it looked like he collected it back up again. Joshua our leader, Mr. Sexton, in the 51. Now stretching out just a little bit, but battle may be happening between the 50 of Hamlin and the 4-car of Tanner Marr. Tanner Marr holding down on that second position, but for how long? The 50 is looking low, possibly, but maybe utilizing that trap. Doesn't quite have the run yet, but he is getting closer and closer. Now trying to hook that bottom, continue to have that momentum, but it looks like he's dragging back just a little bit. We got some action happening. Mr. Rutt back here, Brandon Rutt, looks like he was some side-by-side action with the 29 of Barbie. Ask him exactly how to pronounce that one. Great side-by-side battle. The 29 looking to achieve that outside run on the 21. Still holding down those RPMs on the outside. Trying to show a little Ford muscle there. Against some Ford on the bottom. So they've got a good drag race, some equal power right here. These guys trying to get it to stick and done. But look at this. We got the 45. He's hunting. He's hunting big time right now. You see these guys side by side and not creating the kind of lap times they're looking for, or at least time on track. And that 45 is going to try to get some. Ooh, the 29 pushes high to the outside, but we may have a little bit of a battle with Mr. Michael Wood. Michael Wood starting to lurk and draw a sight and a beat on the 32, making his way up underneath. But look, oh, right in front of them, we have another good battle going on here. Mr. Tanner Marr has fell back just a little bit, but the 66 of Chad Waller. Chad Waller coming out of nowhere-ish and making his way now into P2, as you see the 4-car Tanner falling back just a little bit, but got himself that third position, but not for long. And we have even more company coming. Here comes the 32 of the Gunny Sarge in charge. That's Tom Freitas. Let's drop it on Tom, as Tom is going to showcase a little something for us. As he's looking inside, outside, and all kinds. And actually, let's see what Tom's doing right now, because, you know, it's fun like that, right? Let's really put him on the spot. All right, so we're going to go right on board with Tom right here just for a moment, as he is fighting hard right now, getting into that third position, getting it done, and let's see what kind of wheel movement he may have. As we're going to go ahead and bring up his camera and see if we can get a good shot here. What up, Tom? All right, there he is right there. Get a good spot right there now. Oh, he should be. He's in P3 right now, looking at that podium position. At least trying to maintain. You know, again, the more you stay up there on that the higher top fiver type thing, it gives you that better striking distance to actually win this thing. And these guys are all gunning at those 5 Kings Motorsports. Tom has a really good chance right now of getting it done, as he's looking at that high line, trying to utilize that Larson line, coming around, getting some momentum, and it looks like he is closing. That's Tom Freitas right here in the 32. Great work being done by this man behind the wheel. All right, buddy, keep charging and keep going forward. Ooh, looks like we got a little bit, we got some heat in the kitchen back here. Frank in the 29, is he backing up or moving forward? We got the 45 of Disco on the outside. Disco trying to utilize that high line. Maybe it's time, I'm thinking, for that high line. As you see this car starting to, I mean, who knows? They may not have the actual, control over it. The car wants to go to the high. They're going to let it do what it want to do right now. As these tires are starting to wear down. And now you can see these drivers starting adjusting to as such. We got the Sexton, Joshua Sexton in the 51 machine in that Toyota. Man, he's putting down some awesome lap times right now, and really, again, setting that sail. He's enjoying that clean air, and he's utilizing every little bit of it right now. So it's going to give him the abilities to, to basically control his race pace. But we see a battle right there between possible Tom and Chad. Chad in the 66 had himself, off to a blazing start. No point intended. But could it have been a little much right off the bat? And the 32 doing some tire saving, working a little bit of a program here, maintaining, and he may be able to snag himself into that second position. And will he have enough to get up to Joshua? That's going to be the next question. Sexton in that 51. Again, Kings Motorsports. Those guys are fast, consistent, and ruthless, baby. All right, still battling here. We have Tanner in the 4 car in the 4th position. Hamlin underneath him with, looks like a Buster right here in the 99. And he is looking on the bottom. He's going to have to try to find a way past these guys. But yeah, that's going to be a little more tricky and easier said than done, as he's scoping and scanning for a hole, looking to see what the Highline car, the 4 is doing. Tanner, you see the 50 gets himself a good run in there, but pushes up out. The 4 car is going to cross underneath him. Woo, that was close. Now the 99 is going to search for that Highline. He's, like I said, trying to find any kind of a run. While these guys are duking it up and dicing it back and forth, the 99 is trying to stay consistent on his line and run. You see him get a little loose there, kick that thing out. Trying to put the hammer down. Now he's going to try to put some, and apply that power to get that bite underneath the 50 holding the outside. And it looks like the 99 won't have the run. Not yet. Won't be able to clear him yet. Still side-by-side battle. Down the backstretch. The 50 of Hamlin is going to have that momentum right there. That's outside's really working in both 3 and 4 right there. It looks like 3 and 4 is a little bit faster. The 99 gains him right there across the line. That's going to put him in that P2 at the moment. Now while they're in the 66, what happened here? What is going on? Okay, the 51 falling back, and I'm not sure exactly why here. We kind of missed that one. There he is, the 51 falling back right now. Our leader, pole sitter, and has been pretty much in charge of this race from the drop of the green flag, has now fallen back to that second position as the 66 of Waller has really found a little bit more of that go-go juice in that bud machine. Let's just say he's cracking more than a 6-pack right now on this thing. Trying to get that case up and a rolling. 51 still working a decent line right there. Maybe he just got a little out of shape, bowed and slowed him up. Look like he's backed up the pace now, and see if we can hunt down the leader. Right now, Waller, it's Chad Waller in the 66. Coming up on our first lap down car. That's going to be Greg. Greg possibly going a lap down after he got loose, and I don't know if we missed it, if there was a little bit of contact there, but saved it. Didn't have a caution, kept everything pointed the right direction, and we continuing on. Now, I'm not sure why my lap count is not up, but again, we tried. Can't nail them all, right? But we have the lap, we have time on track right now, so it might be just setting with mine. But maybe we can get a holler from Mr. Tom Frias. Let us know what lap we are on, since we are just on it's an hour counter and not to go. All right, so far we have the 66 of Waller. He's leading this thing. The 52 now getting by. It looked like he got himself into that second position by Sexton.
Chris, coming to lap 40.
Lap 40, copy all of that. So we got 10 more lap left in stage 1 here. All right, and we will have the 51 and Tom. It looked like those guys are duking it out still. Tom had him for a minute, but now the 51 comes back. This is for second and third position. And then right behind him, we had a little bit of a battle there between the 48 and the 50. Everything kind of simmering down just a little bit, but let's get back up to this battle for second and third positions here. Now, would these guys continue to I mean, I would duke it out. Yeah, I mean, we're inside the 10 for stage 1. All right, pretty stoked thus far. Here comes the 32 underneath, getting that second position away, but with the 51 of Joshua Sexton come back underneath him, coming into 1 and 2. Tom looks like he got himself one heck of a run. Got to rotate the mid-truck there, kind of bringing it down, changing his arc just a little bit. You seen that? Giving him a good run, coming out of 2. Hauling a nail down the backstretch, diving this thing into 3 and 4. Great run by everyone so far. We had a brief little caution in the beginning, but everything kind of flying nice. We got the 21 to Brandon Rudd underneath. You see him on your screen here trying to hold that bottom line, but we got that Mountain Dew. What? He's all jacked up on that Mountain Dew. The 99 now trying to get himself a little bit of a momentum. The 21's going to throw that thing in there. He had himself an impeccable run, utilizing that kind of different launch out there, as you've seen him kind of switching up his line a little bit as well with these tires, gaining that heat and losing that grip. Everyone's going to be searching for that line, that perfect line that these tires and this car is going to balance out nicely on. All right, bringing it over to our race leader here as we are possibly inside the 5. Fixed it. Nice. Lap 45. Sorry, folks. We got buttons everywhere and stuff, and I get a little button happy sometimes. Like to push things, like to see what they do. Well, I guess I pushed that wrong one on that one. There we go. Lap 45. Got 5 laps left until stage 1. Woo, now I feel a lot better. I mean, because I'm just staring at like 3 hours. There's no way my behind is going to be sitting here for 3 hours going nuts. Ain't happening. No, I'm just kidding. So we got the 46 laps in tonight's race. 4 laps left until the end of stage 1 here. We got the 66. He is taking over that lead. The battle that we had closest to, and the 51 is now coming back on to 32. These guys have been duking it up back and forth, trying to see who's going to have the most ponies and the most grip at the end of this stage. Looked like the 51's got himself one heck of a run as he's starting to come back forward again. Woo, Tom with a little bit of a wiggle there and working that wheel. He lands that Chevy power. He all right. All right, 3 laps left remaining. Let's check back a little bit further in the field. Ooh, a little side-by-side action a little bit further up in front of him between the 48 and the 4. 48 Andrew on the bumper, looking for that run on the 4. Will he have enough time to get there? Woo, he's really close the gap there on the 4. 4's look like he may have pushed just a little bit, but nope, he got that speed, that power out. 48 still locked in, looking good as we are coming into that final lap here in stage 1. Then we're going to give these boys a quick little break and let them get some more fresh feel goods. A little bit of go fast juice in their tank. And we're going to send this thing again. 66 of Waller still getting it done. Oh, 2 laps left. So here we go. Last lap right here, folks. Coming in, stage 1 winner. All right, nice little scenic view here. Waller coming past. There he was. All right. So as soon as all cars cross the line, we'll be throwing out that stage caution here, form back up the field. Let them maybe possibly do a little bit of adjustments on these cars. See what we can get done. Who's going to have it? So far, we've seen Sexton kind of take off and away from the field. But Freitas, man, he came from the back, and look at him now up in that second position with that 32 machine, that Chevy, really showing it off. All right, and there we are.
The yellow flag is out.
All right, stage winner, official 66 of Chad Waller. Good job, Chad. Heck yeah, great run by these guys. Had a quick little caution in the beginning, just getting it all sorted out. But everybody squared away. Not a bad run at all for Front Row iRacing. Super stoked here at Nashville Super Speedway. All right, well, we are going to take ourselves a quick little break, folks. Be back here in just a moment. Leave it on a little bit of full cinder and our race at our Stage 1 winner. Be back here in just a moment.
Soon, you will be a Jedi. I promise. The galaxy will be remade.
This message is a warning and a reminder for any surviving Jedi.
The Jedi will die.
In your solitude on Tatooine, training I have for you.
Look what has become of you. A rat in the desert. Why come to this place?
You're running away from something?
Running away from myself, I guess. No bad. Revenge. I must have revenge.
There's a thing that swallows you. It holds you together while it's tearing you apart, and it's terrifying.
Everything is about to change. You have a purpose here. Perhaps you are protecting something. No. Protecting someone. Holy One is here. The Force is with him. Tell me, is it the chosen one?
He is the chosen one. He will bring balance.
All right, race fans, welcome back. We are coming up into Stage 2, Stage 1 in the books right there. And it was a pretty good run for everyone so far. Just a quick little caution at the beginning of this thing, but everybody really found their programs, found them squared away. Now we had the 66 of Waller. He looked like he had himself that stage win here, but possible a little bit of problems here, in pit lane here as he has fell back. Quite the positions here. Mr. Waller back now to the 9th position in that 66 machine. That's going to leave our man Freitas large and in charge of this man. So you got the Gunny who getting it done off track, now getting it done on track. Ooh, I'm stoked to see this one. This ought to be great, great, great. Let's bring it over to him. There he is. My man Tom. Let's see if we can holler at him a little bit here. See if we can bring him up on this thing. I wouldn't think why not. Tom, you got a copy?
I got a copy, brother.
Hey, there he is. What up, my man? So looks like you're gonna be leading this thing. We got you up on the screen. So you're gonna be going ahead and taking care of this thing on the launch of the start here. How's it looking out there so far?
Yeah, the track feels pretty good. The high line is not coming in like I thought it would. The middle to low line still seems to be pretty preferred.
Okay.
So we'll see how that goes later in the run. I'm excited. I'm trying to save a little bit of fuel here under this caution so I can possibly make it all the way through the stage. So we'll see.
Woo!
And we'll get ready to go green. So time to get back to work.
You got it, my man. Get her done now. We'll be rooting for you.
10-4, thank you.
And that was the Gunnisology in charge right there. That's crew chief. That's front row iRacing. Man, that guy does so much work for these guys, really trying to get everybody squared away and together. A lot more behind the scenes as he's going to go ahead and lead us on to stage 2 here, looking for that green flag.
Green,
green, green, green. All guys green. Go get some. 32 Blaze Motorsports Chevy up on deck and in front. Going to go ahead and jump up in front of that 51, Mr. Joshua Sexton. And if in that 51 has been a dominant force throughout tonight. And he is looking at chopping on the bit to get back to that clean, fresh air. You see him now on the bumper of the 32, diving to the bottom of the 32. Going to go ahead and shut the door on him right there. Things are getting a little dicey, a little sporty toward the back. Woo! A little side-by-side action. We'll hook and loose. 51 with a beautiful run on the bottom. The 4-car Tanner going to go right along with them. Tom on the outside. He's going to hold it. He's going to hold it through the center right here. Lose that momentum. Kind of get himself a little bit of a push there, as you see. Clears. Drops him back down to that third position. Mr. Joshua Sexton back up and on deck in charge of this race. We see a side-by-side action going on all kinds right behind him here. Look at this. Look at this little Hornet. Ooh, contact to the wall. Oh, man. 66 in it. And a 64. Oh, we haven't had a chance. Was that 64? That was a 64 Kale. I haven't had a chance to talk a lot about him yet. Mr. Kale Butler. Oh, contact right there. We've seen it, but everybody keeps it squared away. No caution. That's keep it pointed the right direction, but they are going to have some damage there. All right, let's go ahead and grab a look-see on the 64. Yeah, he got right front damage right there. That's going to well and slow him up considerably. Right rear damage. Oh, yeah. Yeah. He definitely ruffled up that can, didn't he? It's a little crushed. At least it's ready for recycling. As you see the 29 right behind him, looking for that run, backing up. Back up front right here, dropping back to Mr. Tom Freitas in that second position. Now taking it back from Tanner as he got back to the bottom, showing that he has some speed in that hot rod tonight. Got himself a little bit different line there, kind of mid-arc right there. He came out with a lot of power and some good horsepower down the backstretch. 4-car Tanner Marr trying to stay in chase with them, but he's going to have some company. Mr. Andrew in that 48. Andrew now finding himself a bite, trying to look low, but the 4-car Tanner, Mr. Carr right there, kind of seeing that in his rear view. You can't block the whole track, and here comes the 48. He got himself a head of steam right now. He's going to be looking low. He's trying to do something. He's trying to come somewhere right now. 48 now on the bottom. Can't get it to stick and didn't have quite the power that he needed coming out. But he's going to try again. He got himself, a pretty fast piece out there. We've seen him marching his way through the field and trying to make his way in. So right now, Andrew's sitting in that 4th position. We got Rutt falling right there in that 5th position. Brandon Rutt getting it done in that 21. Whoa! Let's roll back to Andrew as Andrew tried to stuff it down there on the bottom. But it looked like he got a little loosey-goose on that one. Had to whoa up and slow it, but now the 21 of Brandon has closed in on his bumper as the 4-car Tanner Marr's trying to create a little bit more distance between the 48, getting into, looks like Tom's draft right there, trying to pick up a little bit more speed. Now as this battle's starting to incur, with the 21 and the 48, they're starting to bring in a little bit more company, a little more heat to this kitchen right here. All right, here comes the 99 of old Buster. Now he's already got himself that that Mountain Dew in him. Let's see if he's going to charge this thing to the front. Woo! 4-car pushing high to the outside here, trying to get that thing to arc down and bring it back again. Now in the bumper of the, trying to get to the bumper of the 21, utilizing a high line still. 21 sticking low. He's committed, and he's doing a really good job as he continues his charge forward, finding himself into that 4th position. Uh-oh, Tom is still maintaining the 2nd position. Now the 51 stretching it out, but we did see him fall off a little bit. Now, will Tom have the ability to save that tire that he's looking for and have that speed at the end of this thing? Now, we do have a little bit longer of a run here, and Tom did note that it's, might possibly be able to make it on a full fuel run if you're saving enough. Now, this will open up some strategy. Well, if you can or you think you may be able to make it, will you go for it, or will you split this thing? Right now it's lap 66, so we were looking at the... Whoa, wait a minute, 4's up on the bumper of the 21. Really putting some pressure right there. These next-gen cars have themselves an amazing package, still fine-tuning them, but iRacing is doing a fantastic job working on these cars relentlessly to get these things dialed in for every single track that they go to. So far, a lot of these setups are fantastic. Cars handle beautifully, don't have too much of a push or a loose problem. You can't overdrive any car out here, don't get me wrong. As looks like the 4-car is working on that, not overdriving the car, utilizing a little bit higher line right there, trying to get those RPMs up, or keep them up a little bit higher than the 21 of run. All right, let's check in on the 48. 48 of Andrew. Andrew marching himself forward as well. He's in that top 3 right now. Well, if he does hit podium, he's going to have to let me know exactly how to pronounce his last name. But Mr. Andrew right here in that 48, still trying to march forward. Look at the time difference here. Look like he's kind of holding pace at a 1.3 behind Tom. Oh, we got a side-by-side action right behind him. Here we go, little 4-pack action. Oh! Side-by-side, bringing in close. Okay, the 58 Hamlin outside, following the 4-car's line and trying to utilize his draft a bit. These guys still side by each with the 21, holding the bottom like a champ too. I mean, he is just, just like I said, see that car wiggle just a little bit. That's putting down that power a little early as he's rotating to the center, which will stall him up just a little bit. As now you see the 50 car of Hamlin marching forward a little bit, or trying to get past the 4-car. 4-car Amari, he just keeping it high and committed to the outside. Look, oh yeah, baby! Great run down the backstretch. 4-car Amari going to go ahead and take this thing over again. Going to utilize that higher line. Prove to Tom out here that high line will work. Woo! Drag race down the front stretch. 4-car still high to the outside, trying to maintain it. 21 now finding a little more momentum on the inside. So it looks like it looks to be a little faster on the bottom in 1 and 2. But here comes Mark in with the charge on the outside. Now he's going to try to bring it down. See if we can keep it mid. Here he goes. Spooling it up right now. Bringing it out to the wall. Really releasing that car. As these guys are going to go side by side, we got Buster coming up here in that 99, Mr. Wood. Oh, here we go. 3 wide. Woo! 21 holding it. Great job. 99 underneath, going to do a little sneak attacker. He's going to put the team cars together, though. See if these two can work together and make a charge back on him again. Great run. Nice maneuvering right there. As we see now, Buster now making his march on the 4-car. 4-car still utilizing that mid to higher line. Getting some good horsepower out of it, but here comes the 99. You know, he's able to make this thing stick, and looks like he's gaining. Here comes the 20 and the 50. Those two have teamed up and locked some bumpers right here. Look like they're gonna work together. Here we go again. This is the battle on the track here. Everybody else is separated just a little bit. As you see up there, 51 a section still in charge of the race here, our leader. We got Freitas in about 1 second back, kind of floating, and the 48 doing the same. And then of course we have, oh yeah, this little tornado. Just putting on one heck of a show. 99 now looking underneath the four. Four's been just keeping it planted out to the outside. He's not letting these guys be able to release the car coming out to utilize that power, than the horsepower they need. Still pinning them down. Not quite clear yet. 4 car again with that power on the outside. Wiggle out of the 21, trying to plant it. 50 right behind him. Now with these guys going side by each, here comes the 21, back at it again. Here we go. Now the 99 is going to clear. Mr. Wood going to go ahead and show these guys what happens when you bring an axe to the party. You're going to chop them down. Buster now finding himself into that 4th position. Let's see if he has enough time and tire left. He's 7 seconds back because of all of the fight and battling. Will he have enough time to march forward before? But this is stage 2, so that we'll bring him back together again. He's going to be getting himself some decent points out of this thing as long as he can maintain himself into that top 5. Let's see if he can chomp down on that thing. Now it's starting to separate a little bit here. That battle's calmed down. Drop over to our race leader, 51 of Joshua Sexton. Seemed Tom was gaining. Looked like he's fell off pace just a little bit from him, but utilizing that tire wear, that is what's going to make the biggest difference here at the end. Okay, so still the battle kind of continues here. These guys have settled down just a little bit. This is 4th, 5th, 6th positions right here. So these 4 cars right here seem to be pretty equally matched. They get past each other. Now the 4 car trying the bottom line. Now he was been so adamant about trying to maintain that higher line. Now he's going to flip the script up just a little bit. Gets to the bottom in 1 and 2. Down the backstretch, plenty of power. Looks like the 21's going to follow him. But now the 99 is going to work that high line. 99 with really, really fat run right there. I thought he was going to run over Mr. Marr there in that 4 car. May have had to check up a little bit. That's exactly why that 21 got himself a quick little advantage. Or 50, I'm sorry. The 50 of Hamlin underneath. That's a throw-it-in dive bomb move right there. Had plenty of speed. Going to clear him for sure. Great move by the 50. 99 still trying to maintain his pace here. 4 car more now was stretching, but 50's coming. This is the battle on track right here. This is 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th positions, I believe. Yes, it is. Tanner back to the high, and the 50 going to look low. We're going to go side by side into 3. Not quite yet. Didn't have the run. May have it coming out. Car really hooks and sticks right there, but you see the 21 got himself a little kick out. That's going to will and slow him up. 50 side by side drag race cross start finish line. 50 gonna get it. 4 car ain't gonna have it though. He gonna come back at him again. Crossover move coming back in with he found himself a fat run right there on his bumper. Now gonna give him a little shot and just shoot through the 3 and 4. See if that's gonna wiggle and slow him up, or will that disrupt the 4 car because now he doesn't have enough down push or downforce on that front end. So that could make him push and create the 50 to get a little loose. It did. Woden slowed him up now. The 99's got himself a bead on the both of them. Going to try to charge back after it again. Great battle. Awesome methodical driving happening right now between these four right here. Okay, well, while these guys are having all kinds of fun, let's date back just a little bit here. Drop back over to Frank. Frank in the 29. We have the 45 of Noel in that 9th position. Drifted back to 64. I believe he is 4 laps down, maintaining, had himself some of that contact, and got himself a piece of that wall. Taylor's running fast in practice too. I really hope he can get his car back squared away again. Drop back to Greg here. Greg's going for the new custom model of Blaze Motorsports car right now. Maintaining himself and his pace, but great job, Greg, keeping it out there. Keeping it up. Get them points, baby. Okay, battle slowed down just a little bit. Search up forward, search up front. All right, everything's kind of simmered down in the, for the moment here. So while we have a sec, let's hear it from our sponsor, Blaze Motorsports here. So stoked to have them on board. If you haven't had a Blaze Pizza and they are in your area, oh my goodness, please go try them. They're fantastic, and I was truly blown away by the speed of it all. I mean, the speed of their wood fire pizza. You literally build that thing like you do like a Subway sandwich right there in front of you, and they slap that thing. And they have a couple different. They have a way of how they cook it in that awesome wood fire oven. And I'll think it Greg did to describe it, well, best he can in that matter. Well, I was just going to take us over to a quick commercial break, but it looks like the 32 of Thomas now has himself. He's got his hot rod back because here he comes. How awesome is that going to be if the 32 can take down the Blaze Motorsport or the Five Kings Motorsports out there? This guy's, like I said, been a dominating force right now. Let's see what kind of line he's going to be running here. Riding. Now we're riding hood ornament right now with Tom. Great view right here. Now, is he saving tire? Is he, I mean, let's see. I mean, how is that wheel looking? Was he fighting that thing a lot? We're going to find out right now. Actually, let's bring it up. All right, you got Tom up on your right-hand screener right there. He's coming across start-finish line. We're going to go ahead and ride along, at least on hood ornament, nose cam. Changing his lineup just a little bit, utilizing that mid to higher line. Got a lot of RPM there. Great run right here. Oh, man. He focused. Now, when it comes to the 51, I'm sure when he gets that chance, he is not going to mess around. Tom now underneath and on the bottom. Uh-oh, but we have lap traffic right there in front. What's going to happen? Give me back to my camera. There it is. 51's going to go ahead and take it. Looks like sorry, we kind of missed that for a second. I missed the button. Tom had his hands full. Legitimately. Woo! Good driving. Good recovery there, Cole. And he's on it right now. Let's see if he can hunt him back down again. He said he's saving tire, say maybe saving fuel. Will he have enough to get there? All right, we're still watching the 32 now, trying to track back in. Looks like that run got stalled off just a little bit by that lap car as he was just making the pass. 51 got back around on the outside. Sexton still in charge of this race, but just for a moment. 32 now of Tom Freitas making his charge back again, starting to gain more and more. He's got that draft now. He's definitely sniffing it, and he's in it. So here he comes onto that. Hopefully going to start chopping away at that thing right now. He's got himself a good run into 3 and 4 right here. See that clock starting to shrink down just ever so slightly. Now he's had himself a nice entry and exit into 1 and 2. Let's see if we can utilize that one more time. Well, we got plenty more time to do it if he misses it, so he's fine. Might need to cool off them tires, and that's what it is. Patience out here at times, folks. It's all about them patience. If you miss that run or you miss that pass, cool them tires off. Let the leader think you charging hard, think that he got you. He's gonna keep pushing his car. Okay, battle subsided here, but he is on his bumper. He's there. Look around real quick for some of that go fast stuff. All right. Noah marching forward. Got himself up in that top 10 in that 8th position right now. Still following the 29. Those two seem to be working well with each other, and looks like the 99 of Wood is going to be under attack here. There come Buster. Gonna have to put us on another show again as he fights these guys off. 45 of Noel getting himself a really, really good bead on the 29 there. Right up on his bumper. See if he's gonna be able to utilize that coming into 3 and 4. And both holding the bottom. Kind of mirroring each other there. Woo! A little bit of slip and a wiggles out of the 45 there. No. Mr. Disco himself. He's trying to dance all over this track. Wait for the disco ball, buddy. All right? That's at the end of the race. Got himself a good run there. Here comes the 64 of Kale. Kale's, had that contact earlier and still fighting it back. All right, let's check back in with our leaders here. Now, Tom is all over the bumper there. He's going to try to make it happen. He's going to try to make it happen right now. Wow. Woo! No, look at this one. Yeah, that's getting good with it on the outside. Like high to the outside, too. Woo! Okay, 32 didn't quite have it there, but he tried on the outside. We see it right there. Back up on the bumper. That's what he wants. He wants to fill up that rear view bumper right now. Make that 51. Overdrive his car best he can. Do whatever he can to burn them tires up. While Tom's going to do what he can to keep pressure on him, but hopefully keeping his foot out the gas and being really nice and easy to this thing. Little wiggle and wobble coming out of 3 and 4. That means that he does got some power still on that Chevy. Ooh, Joshua pushing up just a little bit in that 51. And that's what Tom was looking for. Look for that door to be open. 51 just opened it wide. And here comes the 32 marching through. But the 51 may have just set him up. Or looking at it, no, Tom took that line away and his entry in. Now, new leader, Tom, 32. Blaze Motorsports Chevy. Right on, Tom. Woo! All right, let's see now. Let's see what he can do. Will he march away or will he keep the 51 kind of in check? Let him, ease up on your tires. Have him burn his up, so that way that you're going to have it at the end of the stage too. Utilizing some really excellent points here and showing his stuff that Tom definitely has his program set up and styled out on the long run. But it's still pretty fast in the beginning. Okay, we see pit strategies happening. So that's going to be that. Here comes the new question. New question is, who can make it? Stage 2 has been green all kinds the entire way through. Everything's starting to simmer down just a little bit now, but again, we have some strategy action happening here when it comes to the fuel and the pits. You know, can we make it all the way? That's going to be the question of the day, or at least the question of stage 2. Because I see the field spread out enough where unless you know, a major mishap happens by a driver missing their mark or spinning out, whatnot, and causes some kind of calamity on track, this thing probably go green all the way, you know, into stage 3. Andrew riding in that 3rd position. Tyler in the 4th position right now in that 50 car. Trying to get that Ford Mustang up a little bit closer too, but looking great in that top 5. We have Tanner Marr in his Toyota Camry right there in that in the 4 car in that top 5 right now, marching it strong, trying to hold it firm in that top 5, and he's been, you know, through quite the battles throughout this evening. I think he's battled almost everybody so far, you know, here in tonight's race. Noel doing himself a great job. Mr. Noel here, Holmberg. He newer to iRacing, and he is talent and control of car, speed, everything is agility. Really, really surprising a lot of us on how fast and well he is doing here in such a competitive and high platform in this Next Gen Cup for front row iRacing. Really absorbing and moving his way through the points and ranks in his iRating and score. Checking in on our leader here as the 51's kind of getting a little bit closer to that bumper right now. But I believe we are coming to the end of stage 2. I believe one more lap, because it was 60 laps for stage 2. Yep. Okay, here we go. Can Tom maintain? 51's all over his bumper, though. Will he snag this back from Tom at the end of stage 2? Ooh! Great dig right there coming out of 4. Tom focuses all right there. There it is, stage 2. Can Tom hold off the 51 of Sexton? Joshua Sexton right there. Oh, close to the wall, utilizing it. He's hunting, he's searching, he's trying to get there. Look like Tom gonna get him though. Stage 1 victor. I believe Tom gets it. Oh, one more lap. Whoa, 51 down underneath him! On the bottom, almost! See, we almost got him to that left rear. Oh, he got him, all right. Tom gonna go ahead and get it right now. Great job, Tom, on his stage 1 win. That was a great run right there. Good job. I'm so super proud of him. That's great. Let's holler at him. Let's hear at him. One moment here as I bring him up. Tom, you got a copy?
I got a copy, brother. What's going on?
You, my man. Woo! Look at that. Marched in, get up to the front, and held off Five Kings Motorsports. These guys have been doing such a great job throughout this season. Man, how's your car? What's going on out there? You got the long run? Give us a skinny.
Yes, the car feels pretty good. Track still feels pretty good. Bottom of the racetrack, honestly, still feels good. You lift a little bit early. You can get a really nice run on the guy in front of you using that track. So, yeah, so far so good. Holding off 5 Kings.
Yeah.
I think I got a good long run car, so I'm excited for this final stage.
No, absolutely. Now, when it comes to your car in general, I see we're bringing it all into the pit road right now. When it comes to your car in general, on the everyone holding the bottom line right there. Oops, wrong one. Yeah, everyone holding that bottom line. So tire wear is just holding strong. Then you're fine, right? I mean, are you feel like you're heating them up pretty good, or you got plenty of grip at the end of your run?
No, car still feels pretty good at the end of the run. I'm taking it easy a little bit in the beginning, trying not to overdrive the car and, save some tire. So, yeah, it feels good.
All right, well, let's see if you can continue on this this awesome race pace you have going on here. So you won that race off pit road just now, and the 51 is going to be on the outside of you. So best of luck to you, my man. I'll let you guys get squared back up and get ready to launch this thing in for the final stage of tonight's race.
10-4, thanks, brother.
You got it, my man. All right, that was Tom Freitas right there, winner of stage 2, and they're going to charge in charge right now. So Blaze Motorsports Chevrolet getting it done right there. Great job for Tom. Okay, looks like we have 1 lap to green, I believe. So, and possible flip and change up here. So what we're going to do is take a quick break. Let's hear from Blaze Motorsport, or Blaze Pizza, I'm sorry, and get a little something from them. All right, folks, we'll be back here in just a moment.
How are you? All right. Hey, what's going on, man? How you doing? All right, I'm Ron. Oh, what's going on? How you doing, sir? How you doing? I'm Ron. Hey, what's going on, man? How you doing? Oh, hello, hi, how are you? How you doing? Oh, my God. I'm Ron, nice to meet you. Blaze right now is offering a large shareable pizza here with real ingredients. Not frozen, none of that frozen crust, all right? Right. So I want to show you some beautiful, unique toppings that we have. Artichoke, arugula. Wow. You like that type of stuff? That's for you, all right? Oh, no, I'm Ron. I don't know who LeBron is. Me and you take a selfie. Come on in. Hey, that's Ron. You tell your friends, take you to Blaze Pizza and tell them Ron sent you, okay? All right, put it there. I got it. You ever take Ron's hat? That's yours.
Oh my God.
All right, race fans, welcome back. Next Gen Broadcasting, bringing it to you live from Pismo Beach, loud with front row iRacing, and hot from Blaze Motorsport or Blaze Pizza. And you got to see Tom Freitas right there in the Blaze Motorsports car, in that P1 right now in that 32 machine. You got the 51 of Sexton on the outside. These two have had, I think, the hot rods for tonight here. You got Tanner, who's been doing a really fine job utilizing that midline on the outside, keeping these boys pinned, not letting them release the car to get that RPM they need. So he's been really manhandling that outside line and making it work for him. The 50 car now of Hamlin starting to make his way a little bit more forward. Now we've seen him battling so far between the 4th and 7th positions. A little mini tornado out there as we come down the back stretch right now. The 32 Tom is again in charge of this thing, and he's going to go ahead and send us here as we come into 3 and 4. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in to tonight's broadcast. I'm Chris Paul Hamas. Very stoked to be here. We're gone for a little bit, fighting with some computer issues, and we're hoping it's going to work. Hey, why not? Just a little Hail Mary pass and see what we got going on here. Yeah, all right, here comes the 32 now. Going to go for another restart. He got a really good one last time. Can he mirror himself again?
Green, green, green.
Green, green, green. Go get some! Crank it up. That's a little bit of cranker up right there as we see the 51 of Josh and utilizing that quick fast run that he has in the beginning of this thing, and he jumps out in front, but the 32 of Tom is right there on his bumper. Going to utilize hopefully his same strategy and program. Here we will need to make that green flag stopper, which will make and break your race 100%. Now the 51, a little wiggle at us and trying to get that bike coming out. 32 all over his bumper, going to keep the pressure on, but here comes Tanner Marr in the 4 car. Utilizing the bottom right now. Tom pushing up a little high, trying to get that run on the outside. Tanner looking underneath in that 4. Tanner's still there though. He's hunting, searching, waiting for Tom to go side by side with the 51. Hopefully, I'm thinking, at least if I'm in Tanner's car right now, I'm going to want those leaders to go side by side, wear out them tire, and then from there, sit back, relax, as I pass, do a little 2-for-1 sale, and get to the lead. But here comes Tanner now, launching to the bottom right here. But we have the 50 car lurking. 50 car Hamlin. Following up in that 4th position. All the leaders right here with each other. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Got a little bobble out of the 50 car. Going to and slow him up just a little bit. As you see, the top 3 now starting to excel away from the rest of the field here. Lining up. 1, 2, and 3. We have the 51 in charge of the race right now. We got Sexton in that Toyota Camry. Enjoying that clean air once again with 32. Utilizing that draft, trying to maintain his program and his tires. You see him get a little bit of a wiggle and a wobble coming out. That could be that 4 car Tanner taking a little air out that spoiler as he didn't have quite the amount of bite that he was looking for coming out. Ooh, a little bit, we've got to have some battling kind of coming back here. All right, Greg trying to march his way forward once again. Looks like he got himself all fixed up. His caution. Didn't see what happened here.
Damn, I don't know if I came down on you.
Oh no! That possibly was a mishap here. Let's go ahead back to the replay. I believe that was some contact between the 4 car and the 32. But let's bring it back up one more time. Woo! It was a little bit of a hook coming out. Tom. We got to look at that one more time, actually, and see what that was all about here. Try one more time here. A bit of a different view. Yeah, it looks like Tom just kind of came off high out of there. Maybe got a little loose as a 4 car Tanner was coming up Tom with contact and damage, and the 4 car also with damage. Oh, man. And I believe Noel may have been inadvertently involved in this one as well, Mr. Disco. Oh, he went for a duck move to the outside and just crushed his disco ball. All right, under caution right now. Contact with second and third place is coming out of 4. Woo! Uh-oh, that's going to put those guys into a bind, but now who's going to have enough to challenge the 51? It seemed like the 32 had enough hot rod to get up there, get past him, and get things squared away. Now, the 58 Hamlin, that runner-up right now, it's up to him to see if he can get past the 51 of Sexton. So we are in stage 3 at the moment, folks. 125 laps in. We got a little bit of a duration. I do not believe that everybody can make it from here on fuel. I believe we will still need a pit stop. Was a pretty early caution in this final stage of tonight's race here at Nashville Super Speedway. We got front row iRacing getting it done pretty tough out here on track right now. Pretty stoked for them. All right, so we have a little bit of a moment here. Take a breather and a breath before these guys form back up. For some of the console guys out there, whatnot, great news. We broadcast everything everywhere, no matter what. But man, we got a new league going to be kicking off here for this new game. It's the NASCAR 21 Ignition. You're going to have front row iRacing or front row Ignition side by side with front row iRacing. So you're going to have not only this, but we're bringing in a whole different style to this one. We're going to be fully broadcasted by NEXTGEN Broadcasting, but we're going to be having the versus. We're going to have iRacing drivers into this thing right alongside with the console drivers. So we're going to get a great insight of what the differences are, and we're going to break it down to you and have these drivers come on and break these all down. What's the differences? Because that's a big question and a big thing of the day. Speaking of which, we have a minute, so let's go ahead and check them out. NASCAR 21 Ignition. All right, welcome back, everybody. That was the NASCAR 21 Ignition, and this is front row iRacing. Go green! Woo! Launch them, boys. Let's go. 51 out there, and again, back up in front here. This time we got the 48 on his bumper. 48 had some speed also. Andrew right there. Let's see if he can get it done. We got the 50 of Hamlin as well. So let's see if these guys can work together to try to hunt down and take down Five Kings Motorsports and the 51 of Joshua Sexton. Great launch off to everybody right now, side by side, right behind him. Drip back just a little bit here. Now the 66 of Waller once was stage 1 winner. had some contact, got his car fixed, cracked a few more cans, and now he found himself into that 4th position. So if he's got his car all dialed and decked out, he had himself a really fast piece out there and was able to hold off the 51 of Sexton. So we'll look for the 66 on his march forward, because he did. He kind of came out of nowhere, saved his tires, and then kind of as the run metastasized into the later laps, he was able to find himself just like he's doing right now, keeping that speed and marching himself forward. Now finding himself into that 3rd position, getting past the 50 of Hamlin. Clears and gone. All right, now it's on to the 48 of Andrew. Andrew still in contact with the leader right there in his draft, sitting real nice and pretty, but the 66 is on a march forward. See his lap count shrinking and shrinking each lap, so I believe he will be there within the next few laps. So, but it's all about saving those tires as well, managing that program. It is crucial. Okay, now let's drift back a little bit further in the field, see what we got here. Tanner Marr back up and running again. Now, these guys did have a quick repair. I do not believe Tanner used his. Neither did... Well, no, the 32 has not used his, but I believe the 4 car of Tanner Marr has. So the 32 may have had some kind of contact and may have used that fast repair already, or possibly saving it for the end. Just in case he gets a little more contact and he has a fast car. There's a lot of different strategies and decisions that you can make out here on track. Tanner's still trying to make his march forward here. Let's get back up to the race leaders, as we see the 48 going to the outside, the 66 of Waller battling underneath. This is a battle for 2nd position. 48 Andrews sticking it tough on the outside. .66 trying to find that bottom and get it to stick. Does. He's got a good launch coming out of Ford. The tri-oval across our finish line, going into 1. 66 with the position. We've seen the bottom line faster in 1 and 2. And then 3 and 4, a little bit more of a mirror. But, oh, the 48, a great launch off right there. Having to keep the 66 pinned down a little bit more. Didn't get quite the bite that he needed. But now, in that 3 and 4, coming out of 4, gets him cleared. And now, moving on up. 66 moves into the 2nd position, followed along by the 48 of Andrew with the 50 car of Hamlin. Tyler Hamlin right there, utilizing the draft. Maybe he's trying to save some tires as well. I would think so. See a couple comments right there about the some tire wear there and decisions being made on selection. So see the 51 now stretching out his lead a little bit more. 2nd, 3rd, and 4th right there with each other. Let's see if they're going to line up and run down that leader. Now we've seen the leader had himself a really great short run car, but then fell off a little bit toward the end. Will he be able to gap these guys enough where that fall off is not going to make the difference at the end of this thing? Greg got his car all prettied up like right now on the bumper, or was, of Buster in the Mr. Wood in the 99 machine. These guys all handling business back here. 6th, 7th, and 8th positions. Little battle right there with the 29 of Frank Barbie. Barbary. I got to figure out that one too. Go figure. Well, Frank right here. He's not 29 machine. And he's side by side right now with 21. 21 was up a little bit further in the field, fighting for that top 5, top 3 positions. He found himself a little bit of contact there, and has fell back a little bit off pace, but still maintaining and in the battle. Finding himself in that 9th position. Okay, so this is the battle right here, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. But we have, okay, so the 51 just cleared lap traffic, which I believe was the 45 car of Disco. Yes, so he had himself that contact, trying to miss the contact for that last caution. And I believe he's still rocking his damaged car there. Maybe he hasn't used or already did use that. So a lot of drivers will wait to the end. Keep all their ducks in a row here, and everything in the pocket, and then released it at the end here. So 51 still getting it done right now. Lap 142 to Hundo. This thing's clicking down quick. We will be seeing some green flag runs, or stops, I'm sorry, here, I think coming up here shortly. All right, so still leading this race is the 51. Waller right there in the 66. Will he have a chance to cut this down a little bit on him? Right now, I'm watching that clock. It is shrinking. It's slowly but surely shrinking when it comes to the 66 and the 51. That's what he wants. Just chomp a little bit at a time. There's no rush right now at this moment. Got plenty of races still left yet ahead of us. Got to make that green flag stop. You want to be there on the leader so you can cut down that lead. But being in the position that he has right now for the 66 of Waller, let's go ahead and drop it on him. So being on the position that he's in right now, you know, he does get a chance to sit here and monitor the leader, really dissect his run, figure out when he's going to pit, maybe stay out another lap or two, or short pit him. You know, if it seems like, okay, he's past a certain point, he's going to go ahead and stretch this thing out, maybe short pit him. That way, you know, gains that time on track on him. When he comes out, he's got nothing, you know, he doesn't have enough time to catch him. So a lot of different strategies available here for these drivers on this long green flag run that we're on. We find ourselves on right now. Just in case you're tuning in, folks, this is Next Gen Broadcast. We're bringing you all kinds of front row iRacing. We had Nashville Super Speedway getting her done, and all this brought to you by Blaze Pizza. My man Greg at the helm on that one. Man, we got a great little chat about Blaze, but yeah, if you get a moment to stop in, get yourself some Blaze Pizza, you got one near you, haven't tried it yet, get over there, give it a shot, build it the way you want. And I couldn't believe it, but when they put that thing in the oven, we're talking less than 5 minutes, and they had that thing boxed and calling my name out. I was blown. I'm thinking, oh, you put it in the oven, I'm gonna be here for a long minute. Nope. So I mean, give it a shot. They have a plethora of different menu options and stuff there as well. So make sure you get your grub on. We also got DoorDash and whatnot, a restaurant runner, whatever you have in your area. You know, they can do the work for you. I'm just saying. So we're just following along with the 66. Is in that second position as he's starting to gain on our leader now. He's now inside that second mark and still chomping away. Now I believe he's got a good bead in his draft right now. You got third and fourth positions of Andrew and Hamlin right there. 48 and 50. Ooh, we got a little bit of high to the outside right there of the 45. That's our lap car right there of Disco. He broke his disco ball a little bit earlier. And wow, what is this? Let's get to him. My man Greg, we're just talking about you. Yeah. Oh, maybe we shouldn't have talked about you. My bad, dog. Woo! We saw Sparks be flying right there as he got himself a piece of that wall. He just narrowing up his box a little bit. That's all he was doing. He's looking for that arrow. Hopefully it wasn't too much damage there, but he did scratch that thing pretty good. As we see him now finding himself into that top 5 marching forward. Just a while ago, we seen him without a front clip on that thing. I mean, really get some good air to that radiator. Now we seen him marching up and into that 5th position. Tanner Marr on the in that 6th, and it looks like we got Buster straight out of Fast and the Furious in that 99. All kinds Mountain Dew machine finding himself in that 7th position and getting closer to the 6th and 5th positions here as these guys get ready to start duking it out. Let's check back in with our race leader here as we're dropping in on the 66 of my man Chad here as he is all over the bumper now of the 51. Is he trying to scare him just a wee bit, or what is going on? So, because right now he's trying to looking high, looking low. He's looking for some of that go fast stuff too, and I think he's about to find it. Utilizing that outside entry right there. Really good run coming out of 2. Hauling the nail down the backstretch. 3 and 4. Again, utilizing the middle-ish lane. Let's see. Ooh, got a little wiggle coming out of the 51. Let's see if he's just going to play it safe. And wear down the 51. Let him do his thing. Let him run his program. And these are all these decisions that these drivers got to make on a moment's notice out there. And when you're riding in that P2 and you know you got a fast hot rod out there, and you're seeing that leader, you're chomping at the bit to get past him, but you're thinking, is it now? Is it time? Do I do this now? Or do I wait? I mean, whoa up a little bit on my tires. We got 6 laps left of this race right here. Still got to go and get my 4 fresh field goods and some tires and some all that fun stuff. So, to make it to the end here. Oh, no, 66 is looking low. 51's gonna stick it high, give him that lane. 51 paves out, keeping that momentum up. Okay, with a nice apex through the tri-oval. 3 and 4 again. Again, the 66 is hunting. You can see him hunting right now, but he ain't trying to discharge his ammunition quite yet. He's waiting for that perfect shot. Great run coming out of 4 right there on the bumper, but not going to do anything with it. Thus is leading me to believe that he is maybe waiting for his pit strategies as we drop back just a little bit with this side-by-side battle between the 48 and 50. This is 3rd and 4th positions right now. Looks like the 48's gonna go ahead and hold him off. Andrew doing a great job right there, now getting himself into that podium position. 50 holding strong though in that 4th position. Okay, so I believe we will be having some green flagger stops coming up here soon. I know we've seen Tom, I believe, here. He came in for his green flag stop, getting it done. And he's good to go till the end. Okay, 51 and the 66 still working together right now. The 48 and 50 look like they're still duking it out. Can't figure out who wants to lead that party over there. 51 killing it though. I believe the 66 is really running himself a smart run here. As looks like, okay, so we have Brandon Rutt. Look like he is in pit lane right now. So, yes, we have our green flag pit stops be commencing at the moment. Whoa! Caution's out. What is going on? Hold on, hold on, hold on. Okay, caution out. Something happened. Let's wait for it to pop up on my screen here and see. Whew. Okay, I'm looking over my tattletale, and I'm not seeing anything of crazy nature here. There could have been a car sideways coming out of pit lane. Let's see. We're still under green right here. Trying to figure out what happened. We got a caution out on track right now. We have cars that were just pitting. So could work out very well for the 21 right now. Okay, so caution's out. Missed it. I do not have my report up yet on what happened. But pit lane's going to be busy. I know that. All right, so we're on our race leader with the 51 and the 66. These two were posing to come in and get them 4 fresh field goods and their last splash of go-go juice. And so they're going to get this squared away here and now. But for those cars of like the 21, the 32, the 32, you have the lap down. But a few of these cars have already pitted. So will this play out to their favor? Or, did they already go? Looks like the 21 already went a lap down. So we're going to figure this one out and see where this whole thing evolves back to. All right, so 51 is still, well, no, the 29 now looks like it's showing as our race leader. Okay, we had a little bit of a caution here. Nope. Okay, so we're waiting for this thing to balance out. We got cars just kind of flipping and switching around a little bit, so. Yeah, Tom looked like his clips BMSing right there. Along with Kale right there. The other Mountain Dew car. He'd go red. Uh-oh. And I believe Tom is toast. Yep. That's a blaze fired pizza that was fired just a little too long. Ooh. So I do believe they're gonna run over to Blaze real quick. They're gonna throw one of his backup cars in the oven, and they're gonna go ahead and grow him another one real quick. Gonna bake him a new one and throw him back out there. All right, so we have the 48 in that P2 at the moment. Here looked like he got that battle won off from pit lane with the 66 of Waller. Was our P2. Has a fast car. So will he, have enough to get it done at the end? I mean, is it going to be cake stands for the 66 or what, baby? I don't know. We're going to find out as we are inside the 40 right now. Yes, fans, inside the 40. We got 37 laps left remaining in tonight's race. Let's go ahead and hear it from Blaze one more time. As we are, oh no, never mind. We are shaping up to go green here in a second. So I was just kidding. Okay, so everybody's bunched up right now. We are gonna have ourselves a little bit of a shootout. We got plenty of tire, plenty of fuel. This is gonna be, and Sexton has that great short run. Okay, oops, there you go. So I believe... I'm sorry, I was still searching for our caution. But I believe... Oh, here we go. Let me replay this real quick as we get ready to go green. Oh, no, that was just something coming out of pit lane. Okay, never mind. All right. I was searching for you, folks. I really was. Okay, so we're coming out of 4 right now. We got the 51 leading this thing. Field is dwindling down.
Green flag.
And we're green. Launch this thing, baby. Let's go. It's nuke status right now because we got the 66 going to try to push the button as he doesn't have a lot of time now to get there. Neither does the 48. They got to clear it. They got to go. There is no messing around now. If that 51 gets out and gets ahead, I believe he's going to have himself enough of a run to get there. Ooh, the 99 of Buster. Looked like he hit that NOS button a little too early. Maintains it, keeps the point in the right direction, but does whoa and slow him up just a little bit. Got the 50 car on the outside of his teammate, Hamlin, and, oh, I'm sorry, they're lapped down here on 1, and so the other one's good. 21 lap down, 50 still on the lead lap. 21 might want to lead the way. Okay, looks like the 51 has excelled just a little bit from the field, but the 66 did clear the 48. Now let's see if the 66 has enough time to march these guys down, or to march down the 51 and get there. 66 high to the outside, utilizes momentum. The 48 underneath him, stalling him up. So the more he's stalling him up and racing, the more that 51 is going to be able to stretch out his lead, making it harder for these guys to catch him. Wow, man, that's pushing the envelope there with that 66 Bud Machine as he come roaring out of 4, just inches away from that safer barrier. Gets that thing on the bottom, rotating around through and keeping it close to that white line. So he's going to utilize that bottom and see if he can get himself a good launch here. Now starting to cut down the lead of the 51 car of Joshua Sexton. He had himself a fast hot rod earlier in stage 1. Found himself in some traffic and just in the, standard issue race dilemmas. And now letting his talent do the talking as he is all up on that wheel right now. Trying to hunt down the race leader with hopefully having enough time to get past him, because I know Joshua Sexton is not going to roll over easy. I guarantee you that one. Starting to cut down just a little bit more. You still want to save that tire. What I mean by saving tire, you want to heat these things up because you can spike the temps on these things, and all of a sudden the car will start pushing or get snappy loose. And you got the smart driver will whoa it up, put less load, moving the car up higher in its line to put less load on the tires, creating less friction and heat. Let these tires cool down, go back for another run. Some less experienced drivers will continue to push the envelope of those tires, creating more friction and heat, building those tire temperatures up, and then the car becomes complete garbage after that. So 66 now cutting it down another 10th as he's inside in the 30.30 right now. He's bringing company with him, though. Andrew is right there. So that leads me to believe that possibly Andrew might be saving himself a little something for him at the end as well. This could be shaping up for one heck of a finish. The way these guys are just a little bit chomping away, but they're going to get there. All right, got my man Disco over here. See what he's doing. All right. He's got himself a cool car, though, man. I want to say he's a Giants fan, but I mean, this is just shot in the dark. It really is. And you're trying to get that 48 Jets machine right there, that Ford Mustang, around this track at an efficient rate right now. He's trying to hit some afterburner is what he's trying to do, because we're going to be inside the 25 here in just another 2 laps, and this thing's just clicking off tremendously quick right now. I'm sure the 51's like, why can't this thing just end now? Because the 66 hasn't caught you yet to put us up on our feet when you guys go side by side across the finish line. That's why. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, go get him, dude. As the 66 right now of Waller is pushing that car, you can see him, you know, snap a little loose and push up, or snap out to the wall. It didn't look like he was quite loose. He might have pushed and utilized a little more will, which brought that rear end to wiggle a bit. It's going to lose his bite and that momentum that he's trying to keep up. He wants to find that draft of the 51. As the 51 still, you know, handling business. Right, we're finding Buster here with his Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew Chevy right here, hauling it and finding him in that top 5 right now. Mar, after the contact and stuff earlier in the race, he is finding himself in that 6th position. That's why you never give up, folks. Never. Especially when it comes to points and everything else. Every position matters. See the 99 wiggle just a little bit there. He's going to be fighting that tire here in just a moment. 25 to go, folks. We inside the 25. 51 still trying to maintain and hold on to his lead. It looks like Waller is just pacing him right now. Again, we do have 25 laps still left in tonight's race. That is a little bit of time to get there. Is Waller sandbagging? Is he, you know, saving his tire wear right now? Not trying to push it until he gets to a certain point. Maybe 10 to go, 5 to go. Because, I mean, when you get past him, you also have to, or if you can get past him, you got to keep that in the back of your head, knowing that there's going to be a counter. He's going to try to come back at you again. So you want to do what you can to strategically place you in the optimal position to, when you get past him, you go. You continue to go. You continue to pull. And you do it at the end of the race where he doesn't have a chance to come back on you. So far, 66 still maintaining a 0.3-ish gap from Sexton. As Sexton in that 51 Toyota Camry has put it up on pole, but didn't win stage 1, didn't get it in stage 2, but he gonna try to be there when it really counts, and that's at the end. Okay, I'm starting to see that 51 changing his lineup just a little bit. He may be feeling the grip in that car and those tires starting to change. And when you do start to feel that, you want to stay on top of that and make sure that you know, do what you can to adjust it, to continue to keep those fast, you know, laps being paced on track. 66 still looking. Andrew right there. So let's not count out Andrew in this New York Jets 48 here, Ford Mustang. We because when he's, you know, almost 2 seconds back. But when these guys start going side by side up here for the lead, then, you know, they're going to whoa and slow up tremendously. So that's going to give him the optimal position to catch them at that moment. But he needs to stay up there close. If he gets any further back, they can still go side by side and maintain their pace and be done with it. But it does look as if Chad and Joshua are starting to take off. That could be another Floyd with the 66. He's like, why do I want to go side by side now? Let the 48 catch us, and now I got to worry about another car. Or I can just pace behind them. We can continue to pull away from the rest of the field. That way, when I go to make my move, I got all kinds of time and cushion to get it done. All right, drifting back just a little bit here to the 50 car. Had himself he has had himself a great run tonight. So great job for the 50 car and putting it up there in that top 5. You got Michael Wood, of course. Buster trying to find that NOS button when he needs it. Straight out of Fast and the Furious. Going to get his autograph at the end. 99 Chevy of that Mountain Dew crew. And he's also Blaze Motorsports, so he's trying to put it down as well. So great job for him keeping her in that top 5. And, again, overcoming tremendous diversity throughout tonight's race with contact and positioning and battling and you name it. All these drivers, great job tonight. Moving back up forward again as we see that's starting to lock down here. We're going to look at our lap down car, or soon to be. It's Mr. Greg here. See if that's going to disrupt the leader's race at all. Not at all. Both these guys are going to go ahead and sail past him. And no advances by the 66. So that really does lead me to believe that he is just kind of chasing along right now, utilizing these two cars together and the speed they're creating on track. Okay, so 15 to go. The 66 is there. Like 100% there. But will he make that move now, or will he make that move later? Now, looking low. 66. Here he goes. He is at the door. He's got the bottom lane, but we've seen that high line producing some really good momentum. 51's going to keep him down there. Now turn 1 has been a little bit faster on the bottom, but again with that launch off, here's the 51. Launch off, keeping the 66 pinned down, making him wear a little more of his tire. 66 gonna sling that thing in there this time. He gonna clear if he can put the power back down. He does. Now the 51 gonna try that crossover move, or is he going to follow along in suit? Follow along in suit. 66 of Chad Waller, new leader. Okay, winner of stage 1. Now back out in front at the end of this race. Will he have enough to keep the 51 in his rear view mirror, or will the 51 cool off them tires and then throw a little something for him at the end? Plenty of time to do so. 12 laps left remaining in tonight's race. And we'd like to thank everybody who showed up for tonight's race. Really appreciate all the support. Next Gen Broadcast and bringing it to you. And we're bringing it to you with Front Row iRacing. Now this is the second to last race before the Hateful 8. So they got the playoffs coming, and that should be something of something of astonishment there to watch, to see this core group of drivers and who's really going to take it at the end. Because when it comes to the championship and these guys and their talent levels, yes, the Five Kings Motorsports have been very consistent throughout their runs, throughout this preliminary season of Front Row iRacing. But it has also had the rest of the drivers and other teams step up their game, as we've seen the 32 of Tom Freitas in that Blaze Motorsports team step up his game tonight, get himself that stage win, and was looking pretty good on winning, winning tonight's race due to that amazing long run that he had in that Blaze Motorsports Chevy. Right now the 66 is leading this race. He won stage 1. He is now getting it done in stage 2 or stage 3 right now, leading. So get very stoked with the 66, and we're going to see what he can put down on at the end of this race. 9 laps left remaining in tonight's race, folks. Inside the 10, baby. Yeah. All right, 66. Nice run. Good push off. Looks like he's going to now pull a little bit more. Okay, we do have one lap traffic car coming up. I believe they're going to be okay on getting around and clearing them. Let's see. Let's look back from 99. Oh, yeah, so that would be the 99. All right, let's play with a little camera view real quick. No, he's clear. We're good. That wasn't him. That's not what I was thinking. Okay, never mind. Back to the leader. So both those guys clear. 6 laps left remaining in tonight's race. This thing's going to be over here in a blink of an eye. 66 is still leading. Now here's what I was describing here on this one. Did he advance to the lead too soon? Did he allow the 51 now to cool off his tires and have enough for him at the end? He's right there on his bumper, one slip up by the 66, and yeah, he's there. And still there. Now looking on the bottom, here comes the 51, back at it again. He wants that lead back. 5 laps left remaining. Can the 66 hold off the 51 of Joshua Sexton? Our pole sitter for tonight, he's led a good amount of tonight's race. I'd call him more like a 60-70% of laps led of tonight's race. So with a 66, be able to hold him off. 4 laps left remaining in tonight's race, folks. Down the backstretch, this is the battle, and it is the battle for the lead. We got a Ford versus Yoda battle right now. See if that Ford Mustang's gonna have what it takes to beat out the Camry. All right, coming into it. 2 laps left remaining in tonight's race. Like to thank Blaze Motorsports real quick while we're coming into 2 to go. Blaze Motorsport and Blaze Pizza. I'm sorry. But like to thank them for being on board with NEXTGEN Broadcasting and Front Row iRacing. Amazing and super fun sponsor. I mean, heck, any sponsor that offers food. Are you serious? Yeah, man, I'm in. 2 to go. 66 of Waller holding off the 51. 51 drifting back just a little bit now. Now 3/10 back. He was right there with them, but now the 66 really putting on the pressure. He's lighting the fire right now. Final lap in tonight's race. The 66 of Waller, stage 1 winner, now finds himself, after some contact in stage 2, got himself back into it. Now leading tonight's race. Checkered flag going to Chad Waller in that 66. Heck of a job done, man. Woo! Congratulations to my man in that Budweiser Ford. Fantastic run right there. Let's give him a little something special. What do you say? Victory lane. That was a pretty good race for Front Row iRacing here at Nashville Super Speedway. We've got the top 3 right there in front of you, and look at this. Here we go. Burning it down, the 66s of Chad Waller. Come on, light that thing up, buddy. Let's see it. Woo-hoo! Burn them down. Heck of a run there for the 66 of Chad Waller, taking it down tonight. Good looking car too. Congratulations to Chad Waller, that 66 Ford Mustang, taking it down. Got the stage 1 win and brought it back to get that checkered flag at the end. Wow. All right, let's go ahead and bring up our official results here, folks, for you. All right, winner. You got it, and you guessed it, the 66, followed up with Joshua Sexton, Mr. Joshua Sexton, in that number 2, or that second position, that 51 machine, Five Kings Motorsports, right there. I mean, he did himself a fantastic job keeping that thing up toward the front throughout tonight's race. But great run for him tonight. We got to that third position, Andrew in that 48, Misfits Motorsports, getting it done in the podium. So we'll see these guys over here at the post-race show here in just a moment. Tyler Hamlin in that 50, finishing it up in the top 5 in that 4th position. And we got Buster straight out of Fast and the Furious, getting it done with that in that top 5, rounding out our top 5 in the 99 machine. So great job for his Blaze Motorsports car and putting it up there in that top 5. We got Tanner Marr in that 4, Five Kings Motorsports as well. Another, again, that guy had himself all kinds of fight in him, and continued to fight all the way through, finding himself into that 6th position at the end. Brandon Rutt, he found himself in a little bit of a rut, but actually got himself out of it, and got himself in that top 10 with that 7th position. We've seen some great battle out of that 21 this evening. Greg holding it down tough in that Ford machine. Frank out there going door to door in that 29, that 9th position. Kale had himself some contact, but still good sport about it, keeping it in there. And finishing out in that top 10. Noel right there in the 45 had himself some contact and broke his disco ball, but he got it done though, bringing it back. And then of course Tom Freitas in that 32, Gunner Sergeant Charge, had some contact with the 4. And man, but he was one of the cars to beat in tonight's race. So unfortunate for him, but we'll get him next time. Of course, Tyler Ferguson rounding us out with Patrick Rush, who looks like he didn't make it into the start. So there's your running order and lineup for tonight's race, folks. Super stoked. Okay, let's go ahead and drop us on over into the post-race show and holler at tonight's race winner, Chad Waller. Well, that's not Chad. That's Gunny Sarge in charge, still up on our screen here. What up, Gunny?
Oh, hey, not much. Just taking a little breather here. Just definitely bummed, but overall though,
I bet. I mean, bummed would be a little bit more of an understatement for me, but that was an awesome tight race. You did a fantastic job out there today, bud. You really did. So, I can't say enough for you. You got out there, you won yourself your stage 2 right there. You had yourself a really fast hot rod, and we're getting it done. So I was just, man, super bummed for you though.
Yeah. Well, we'll get them next week, but do have 2nd and 3rd place here.
Okay, so we don't have our race winner, Chad Waller. Okay.
We do not have a race winner.
All right, yeah, copy that. So let's go ahead and get our 2nd place of Joshua Sexton up on this thing. Mr. Joshua Sexton in that 51. Hot rod out there today, dude. That Toyota Camry. Let's see if we got him.
Yeah, I'm here, Chris.
Oh, there you are, my man. All right. Dude, you had yourself a great car sitting up there, got it on pole, fighting everybody off. I mean, everybody came to the challenge you at one point or another. I mean, your car seemed really fast in the, especially in the beginning. Fell off a little bit, but you're still able to hold people off. So, give us a quick rundown on your car, your tire wear, and some of the parts of your strategy that you're trying to accomplish tonight.
Yeah, I didn't have much of a strategy except for get out, try to go as fast as I can. I kept wearing the right front off. It was really fast from the start, and I kept trying to back it off. From even that last run, I only got out to like a half a second, and I kept backing up the corners as much as I could, I still wore the right front off. Chad did a better job than me saving tires, and I just couldn't get it figured out quick enough.
Yeah, well, I mean, you look like you got a fast line out there. I mean, you're really working the bottom. You're able to work the high line and middle. So your car seemed like it had a really nice balance out there all the way through. But, and bringing it home in that second position. But are you kidding me? That's top three. We don't have our points list up for our fans yet, but we will for next week. Promise to get you all updated there, especially rolling into the Hateful 8 playoffs that we got going on. But where are we sitting right now on points there, Josh?
I'm not sure. I missed a few races, so I don't think I'm in there. But I had a win as well, so I'm not sure yet.
All right. Well, we'll get that all updated for you, bud. We'll make sure you know. We'll guarantee it. Promise. All right. But man, great work, great job tonight. What give us your impressions and your feelings about Nashville Super Speedway before I let you out of here, bud.
Oh, I like this track. I mean, it's a tough track. It's hard on tires. You overdrive it early in that first 10 laps and hurt the right front, and that's what I did. I think some other guys did a better job, and that was the big difference.
Yeah. Well, you did a fantastic job bringing it home in that podium at the end, and going to be good for some points and put you up there. So, anybody want to give a quick shout out and a thanks to?
Yeah, just thank my teammates, Five Kings Motorsports. MF Racing Designs a good-looking car we always got for this series and every other series. All of my other sponsors like Maconi Racing or Maconi Setup Shop, The Butt Kicker, Raise Energy, FB's Sim Racing Button Box, and Savage Edge.
Nice, man. All right. Well, I'm sure those guys like the fact that you put them up there in this podium. So, congratulations to that P2. Great job, and we'll definitely see you here next week.
Thank you.
Got it, man. All right, let's go ahead and bring up our P3 here. And I'm glad you made it, Andrew. Andrew, you got a copy?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, man. You got to help me out with this last name, dog. Come on.
Schroeder.
Huh?
Schroeder.
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, that's going to be easy then. I'm just going to think Shredder. Shredder. Because I'm a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle fan, all right? I'm that guy who
I grew up in
to
that era.
Woo!
Yeah,
That's what I'm talking about, baby. Oh, man. Yeah. Okay. So, got it. Okay. So, I'll have to say that to myself a few different times. But we'll be good to go there. Man, what a run you had tonight, though, finishing up in that P3. You had that 48. So, you're a Giants fan, right?
Absolutely not.
Woo!
No way.
Well, you lit the afterburners on that New York Jets hot rod out there today, bud.
I tried, bud. I tried. It was first time I ever ran these cars at this track. It's like only the second time I've ever actually ran these cars. So, first time at this track, a lot of fun. Good group of guys. Chad and Joshua were pretty quick.
Yeah.
I really didn't have nothing for them. I burnt up the tires 3 times trying to get back to the front. Had a couple mishaps.
I mean, that's racing. It will happen, but at the end of the day, look what you finished, right?
Yeah, it was a good finish. Can't complain.
Man, I mean, so give us a, so you just mentioned your tires, that you were also, putting some heat into those guys. Now, were you trying to change your lineup, your entries, your exits? Were you really searching all over the track? Or were you trying to stay focused on a certain line?
Well, once you get out into clean air, it's a lot easier. When you're behind people, it's tough trying to find some room and some grip to run in. But the tires weren't falling off as much as everybody else's were, but I couldn't keep up with the other two. They were just way too fast. Had a couple rough I had a rough restart on the outside there. A little rough on cold tires.
Okay.
I caught the wall a little bit. Gave me a little bit of damage.
Yeah, I just put up a little spark show. You know, want to give the fans a little extra bonus there, right?
There you go.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, there it is, right there, man. You need a little spark sometimes to light that thing. So you got it right there off that wall. But I mean, when it comes to the car, you kind of touched base with it for a second. Was there a draft? Was there anything that you can utilize off that draft? Was it effective?
There is a little bit, but tires are a big thing here. I mean,
okay.
Once them guys sailed off with better tires, it's the end of it. You know, I played catch up 3 times. When I got to third, it was nothing from there.
Didn't have enough at the end.
They were the class. They were fast. I believe there was another guy that was up there that got wrecked. Was pretty quick too.
Yeah, they're 32. The 32 of Tom. Yeah.
Yeah, Tom. That's it. My first night with these guys, so they're all great guys.
Well, you put on one heck of a show for being your first night, man. All right. So pleasure to have you aboard here for Next Gen Broadcasting and, of course, Front Row iRacing. And we're going to be looking to see a lot more of your talent and that New York Giants car.
Don't do me dirty.
Well, Cali, bro, I gotta bust your coconuts,
Well, my team is terrible, so I gotta put up with it for right now. We'll get there one day.
Hey, your car looked good though. Your car looked really good.
Thank you, buddy.
Yeah, by all means, dude. So, and again, great run for you tonight. Welcome to Front Row iRacing, and what a way to announce yourself, bringing it home, P3. Anybody you want to give a quick shout out to, and or thanks or special thanks to?
I want to thank the guys from Front Row for letting me come in and run with you guys. It's hopefully it'll be a nice relationship.
Yeah.
And my team at Performance Sim Sport, they all know who they are. Uncle Greg and all the guys. So I want to thank them.
Nice, bud. Well, I'm sure that it's going to be a tit for tat, vice versa here, because you keep putting on a show like that, dude. I'm going to continue to thank you for the clean and awesome, exciting race that you put on out there for the fans. So great job getting it done tonight, bud, and really looking forward to see what you got in store for Front Row iRacing, and if you can take down some of these big dogs.
I'm liking these cars, I can tell you that much.
Roger.
I like them.
Well, I think they're liking you, bud. So keep it up, man. Keep it up.
All right, buddy. Thank you very much, man.
Pleasure. We'll see you next week.
All right. Take care, bud.
You too. All right, let's bring him back up. Choke artist of the night right here. We're going to call this Stroker Ace Move. Almost to the ejecto seat, guys. And then, of course, he he decided to overcook his pizza and fry that thing. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I hit? Was that a little too low, dog? I need to keep the gloves up, or what do you got?
Oh, man. It was, I got to say that the first, the race started off a little shaky. Had a little bit of damage there from the car that got just in front of me. And,
okay.
I came in, got tires, and fixed a little bit of damage, and then I just worked my way up to the front. And like you said, we had a really fast hot rod tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Blaze Pizza, Front Row iRacing,
Chevy Power.
Z01 was on rail tonight. We were cooking. I really think we had the car to beat tonight. Again, I just want to really apologize to Tanner there. I felt horrible. Definitely wasn't intentional. Just complete racing deal. It just sucks for both of us.
Well, and in the replay you can see it too. I mean, we're just coming, because we were still on cold tire at that time, right?
We were about 7-8 laps into that run.
So okay.
I got a little loose there coming off 4 and couldn't keep it right up against the wall like I normally do. And again, it still sucks that I do really apologize to you.
No, to be honest with you,
Tanner, but
well, I'm sure Tanner going to have a little something for you next week. I mean, you're dang sure ain't going to get his help at Daggers, all right? So
no. He's not gonna help me next week, but we get other teammates out there. We'll get Blaze Motorsports up front and we'll work together that day and have a good race for sure.
Oh yeah, I think it's going to be fantastic, and hopefully have a little bit bigger of a field. But in the meantime, the boys put on an excellent show tonight, which is what we're looking for. This is exactly it, because again, this is the kickoff to Front Row iRacing, and this is the first introductory season. So this is exactly what we're looking for. We're looking for you start off with a big old huge field, you whittle them down until you get your core. And now you start adding one more after another, and then we're going to have ourselves one awesome field come 2022 season. I'm really excited about that, especially if we keep finding dudes like Andrew out here. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
He wasn't even. I talked to him before our race tonight, and he was concerned about running with us. Just coming in like mid-season. I'm like, dude, come in and run. Learn how these guys run, and he got himself, a podium finish. That is awesome.
Yeah, right? Race. Yeah.
He is here, and he ain't playing games. He's here to, get some checkered flags for sure.
Yeah, as they should be right there, I mean, if it ain't be checkered, it's going to be just, finishing the best you can, right? Putting on the best show that you can. And that's what that's what we're all about. We're about putting on the show for the fans and getting it done, of course. So, and, sharing the good word and keeping everybody on the up and up. So, again, fantastic run by everybody associated with Front Row iRacing tonight. Can't say enough about Blaze Motorsports or Blaze Pizza right here. Blaze Motorsports, we're definitely showing up tonight and getting it done. But Blaze Pizza, awesome sponsor and so good. So give them a try if you get a moment. You're passing by that Blaze. They're loving it. And if you're in Indianapolis, all right, you better make sure you stop by and say what's up to Greg, because he's probably going to be working his butt off over there. But, yeah, so, excellent. So, we have Talladega next week, right?
Yeah, so we're at Talladega next week.
Yep.
And that's the final race before we have an off week before, we start the playoffs. So, I'm interested to see what kind of strategies guys play at Talladega. Do they go for it? Or do they hang in the back? So, it should be good. I'm really looking forward to it.
Me too. I'm curious to see what these next gen cars are going to do with that style of a draft. What's going to do with the cars. Driven a few times, in that. So we'll keep our eye on them. Is what we're going to
do. Definitely, 100%.
But I believe that handles us for right now. We're stoked to be live, and I hope actually it still says live. So. We're good! Oh, man. I'm stoked, buddy. Whoop, whoop. Yeah. So, anyways, we had ourselves some issues. And it just took a minute to figure it all out. And, but that's what it is. That's what all this is, right? That's what life's all about. It's, you take the hits, you get back up, keep going. You figure out problems as they arise. And, again, you keep going no matter what. So, again, it's great to be back. And, man, we're going to keep it up with a lot more. I know we're going to have Hung Throttle coming up soon with their truck series. We have a truck series for Front Row iRacing. We have an Xfinity series, our Busch series. I'm sorry, and then on top of which you got that street stock thing going on that we're not going to overload you right now. All right, but we'll share that here in a little bit. Plus, we got NASCAR 21 Ignition. And that whole new program gonna be able to jump off there. So watch for that program to kick off and for us to build that thing back up too. Woo! It's gonna be fun winter right here, folks. So
we got a lot going on, and it's gonna be. I'm stoked. It's gonna be a lot.
Me too. And you know what? I just realized I totally in this whole new system I forgot our ending video. Don't worry. I'll have you for you guys next time, all right? We'll have a little something for you. So until then, we're going to have to do it old school, all right? And that's keep it pointed the right direction, all right, in life and in your car. All right? Keep your head up. No matter what happens, you're good, all right? As long as you keep going forward. All right? Keep charging it. But, Tom, you got anything for us?
No, that pretty much wraps it up. Just, again, quick shout-out to, Blaze Pizza. Appreciate everything they do for us, and huge shout out to you, Chris. I mean, the best broadcaster on YouTube for iRacing. Just everything you do, all the work you put into the broadcast.
Man,
really appreciate it.
You just saying that because you don't want me to continue to keep ragging on your butt when you're out there behind the wheel. I know. I get you. But no, I appreciate that, Tom. Thank you so much, man. A lot of hard work goes in this. Not just here with me in the booth, but all you guys out there. And then of course, at the end of the day, it's about our fans. So, man,
100%.
Can't thank everybody enough for showing up and watching and all the support. So we back, and we'll be seeing you again soon. All right, folks. Till next time. Stay tuned.